Well, hello. This is Vontia Voice from Connect to Soul, and this is my blog. So, what can we talk about today? Well, first of all, if you are interested in the work that I do, all the descriptions are down below for my retreats. The next retreat will be in May 2018 and it's booking up fast. So if you would like to come for 7 days to Bali for a very special experience, then just check the link below and send me a message real quick. If you would like to do some one-on-one work with me, either by Skype or in person, contact me below also. And what else can I tell you that I do? Yes, Spiritual Book Club, of course, which is local. So having got all that out of the way, I post an oracle card teaching rather than a reading once a week. And if you're familiar with that, then a couple of weeks ago, something came up and I thought, gee, that's worthy of exploring further. And that was, I was getting irritated with my hair, as we women tend to do. And so I said that you had to put up with me, getting it out of my face all the time. Gosh, that made me dizzy doing that. But that you just had to accept me as I was, because that's who I was. And it brought up the subject of being yourself. One of the things that I've noticed over the years is that most people hide themselves. And my question that I actually posed was, if you're not being yourself, where does yourself go? Think about it. How much of your time do you spend being something or doing something or being someone to appease someone else, to make another person feel more comfortable in you, to put other people before your own needs? We do a lot of that, which is fine as long as you're not compromising your own needs, never ever looking at them and never ever fulfilling them. How many times do we spend pretending to be something that actually we're not, only because we want to fit in? Oh my goodness, I see that with young people and it frightens me. Why on earth would you do anything to be less than yourself for anyone else? Because if you do that for someone else, I can promise you that someone else doesn't give a damn about you, because if they did, they would want you to be all of yourself, and not just all of yourself, but all of the best and the happiest and the most joyful of yourself, because that's what people who are not afraid to be themselves wish for another. Because once you give up all this pretense, and once you give up trying to please the world, because you can't, and once you just decide, you know what, the only thing that's important to me is to spend every day being things and doing things that are going to make me feel the best of myself, make me feel like the person that I would like to be with, because we're all with ourselves 24 hours a day. And if we're constantly giving ourselves away for the purpose of fitting in or approval or recognition or acknowledgement, then where does you go? You become more and more atrophied and you become less and less of yourself. And then eventually you actually lose yourself altogether. And then what happens is we're constantly looking for an identity. And if we've lost ourselves, we've lost our identity with self, then we start to attach our identity to what we do. And I see that a lot with men who get so, and a lot of women whose work becomes so important that that's what they identify with. And then when they give up that work or they lose that job or that opportunity or occupation, it's like there's something in them has died. But you know what's really died is the connection to your true self. So when we allow our true self out into full expression, and if we don't like something about ourselves, then why not become something you do like about yourself? Make a list of the things that you would like to be, and then be that. And you guess what? You'll really like who you are, and you won't have to compromise it, and you won't have to be anything but that. Gosh, it is so exhausting to constantly be trying to be something other than yourself. Now, there are people who may be watching this who actually don't really know who they are. And that is not uncommon. It's not uncommon for people to say to me, but I don't know who I am. That's just a sign that you haven't allowed yourself to listen to who you would like to be. Make a list of the kind of person that you admire, that you feel aligned with, that you feel comfortable with, and then be that, because that's your truth. That's who you truly are. We all have an inner essence that aligns with a certain vibrational frequency, and most of us are, I would say that all people, until they get damaged by outside experiences, want to be kind. They want to be caring for one another. They want to be happy. That lovely word, happy. But happiness comes from feeling good about yourself. When you feel good about yourself, then no matter where you are, you can manage. But when you're constantly judging yourself and you're constantly berating yourself and not living up to your own expectations, then you're not aligned with yourself. Then you're not being yourself. Being yourself is, as I say in my book, The Secret to Life, walking naked. In other words, what you see is what you get. And I guess, as you get older, that becomes easier to do. And as I am now, I think, in my twilight zone, for me, it's simple. I've let go of the pretenses. I've let go of the need to be anything other than myself for anyone. And the reason for that is that I have worked really, really diligently at being what I would say the best of myself in every moment that I'm content with. The vision I get is sandpaper. It's like when you're not being yourself, it becomes abrasive. You're like, oh, I wished I hadn't said that. Oh, I wished I could have done this. Oh, I wished I had not allowed that person to be like that in front of me. Oh, I wished I'd said that, or I wished I'd done that. They're abrasive sort of energies that make you feel out of balance and not content with you. And let me tell you, there is no one in this world for you that is more important to you than you. Because without you, there is no life, there is no love, there is no laughter, there is no experiences. So understand how valuable you are. And being yourself is the gift, the greatest gift that you can give to you. When you can just allow people to see all of you, not just little bits. We get so frightened of getting hurt or getting disapproved of or getting judged or criticized. Right? We do. Well, but when you are being exactly the person that you choose to be, consciously you decide, I'm going to be this person because that's the person that I'm in love with. That's the person I go to bed with at night and I feel okay. I go and look in the mirror and I go, you know what? You're doing fine. I'm happy to be you. I'm happy to be with you 24 hours a day. When you can say that and when you can feel that, then who cares what anyone outside says? That, of course, is if you are being truthful to yourself. If you just look in the mirror and go, oh, I love you, and inside is going, yeah, right. Okay, well, that's not being true to yourself. It is really important to get down to basics and to be honest and honor who you are and give yourself the gift of being yourself. Because my question at the beginning was that if you're not being yourself, where does yourself go? Well, when I think about that, yourself has only one place to go, and that is to hide deep within you, where it hopes that nobody can see it. So you can spend a lifetime hiding inside where no one can see you. And I think that would be a terrible shame because we would all miss out on it. You would miss out on being yourself and experiencing yourself to the full. I believe that each and every one of us is a magnificent expression of the all that is, the universal source of the energy field that we are all fueled by. And so when we diminish ourselves, we are not allowing that energy to be expressed fully. We are only allowing a little smidgen. And so the rest is not expressed or experienced, and we all miss out. Everyone misses out. You miss out, we miss out. So give yourself permission to be yourself, please. Be kind to yourself and be to yourself what you so diligently and vehemently are for the rest of the world. Be that beautiful, caring, supportive, understanding, best friend to you. And if you want to know more about that, then I suggest you go to my website and you order the Secret to Life book, because I tell you all about that in there. I wish you to be everything that you can possibly wish to be for you. Please be yourself and don't hide yourself. It is just such a waste. It's a waste of such beauty and joy, and it's a waste of source energy, because we're fueled by that source energy for the purpose of expansion. So when you're not feeling expanded, when you're not being you in your fullness, then you are contracted. And from that, very little can grow. And ultimately, when you continue to hide yourself, you will become ill, because you cannot maintain that for the rest of your life and be healthy. So to be healthy, just lay it on the line and bare your soul, because it's beautiful. And the more connected you are to your soul, the more beautiful you become. So I challenge you, be you and be the best of you in every moment that you can be. And love yourself, because I do. So have a wonderful week, and any time that you think of hiding yourself, go, oops, no way. I'm not doing that. I am worthy of allowing myself to be out there and to be in its full expression. And then you'll really know what happiness is. So namaste. Have a beautiful, beautiful day wherever you are.